review and develop corporate policies in relation to each accessibility standard.
There's a Toronto Star article by Mike Funston, and quotes City Manager Janice Baker saying, "This policy has undergone a very stringent review at the staff level." Returning to page 32 of the accessibility thing, it says, as draft policies are written, the accessibility coordinator will be consulted to review policies with an accessibility lens. And another yes, just simple yes or no question, was the accessibility coordinator or the accessibility committee consulted to review the draft of the new policy, access to and accessible use of information technology policy and supporting guidelines prior to its appearance before the February 3rd, 2010 General Committee meeting? Who can answer that?
Answer it, but no.
Pat, say no.
Well, either one of us, I guess. I can't speak for the accessibility coordinator, but the committee didn't.
Okay, thank you very much.
Toronto Star quoting City Manager Janice Baker as saying, "This policy has undergone a very stringent review at the staff level." Well, I've seen how policies are brought to staff for comments, so I knew what I was going to get. And so that's why I asked, was the IT policy, the internet use, email use policy, which I've referred to as eSnoop, sent to accessibility? It says right here, as draft policies are written, the accessibility coordinator will be consulted. No.
And as you know from audit, it isn't just guidelines that staff ignore or abandon. But these are non-compliance. Video surveillance policy, the corporation's first new policy. Violence and vandalism policy 2000 to 2006. Violence, vandalism, and bullying policy, the existing current one. Corporate security code of conduct. Corporate security public complaints policy, if you can believe that. Conflict of interest policy. This comes from audit. Vendor performance policy, assumed abandoned, internal audit could find no trace of it. Charging interest to non-government organization policy. Info place cash collection policy, that cost the city over $700,000. And then bylaws, the record retention bylaw, that's confirmed through Freedom of Information, and even accessibility for Ontarians with disabilities.